Hello to you all, Millie Lloyd, hope you're all good. It's Old School Gamer 1971 with a top 10 for plots and storylines. If you would please like, subscribe, comment and share. It helps the channel grow and puts a big old smile on this old face. I look forward to seeing your list down below in the comments. Now before we start today, there is a spoiler alert. All of these games' storylines and plots will be spoiled. It'd be hard to do a list without spoiling them. My number 10, Resident Evil, came out on the PlayStation 1 in 1996, PlayStation 3 in 2009, and was developed by Capcom. So, before we start, yes, this is the remaster, but it's the original game that holds this spot. I got this on import and went into it blind. I hadn't even seen a screenshot. This was a zombie movie. A game, it seemed like there was a zombie on every corner. It was so different to anything else out there. As a member of an elite tactical force, STARS, you go into a mansion after the previous team has gone missing. Your group gets split up and you must discover what's happened to your team and the previous team. Cliched, yes. Bloody, yes. And with many plot twists along the way, it is no wonder Resident Evil is still around today. So my number 9, Until Dawn, came out on the PlayStation 4 in 2015 and was developed by Supermassive Games. Right, this started off life as a PlayStation 3 title, and it was going to use the Move as some sort of torch before it got moved onto the PlayStation 4. You play 8 characters, 4 women, 4 men, who range from really likeable to I can't wait for you to die and get shot in the face. It's a slasher horror movie game with all the tropes. It starts with one of the twins being pranked very harshly and she runs off. Her sister follows her and then they bump into some unfriendlies. Fast forward a year later and they have not been found, and their friends or tormentors have returned to the mountain with scenic views, a solid working butterfly effect in place, twists, turns, jump scares and characterization may seem flimsy, but slasher movies are. It's a real roller coaster ride from beginning to end that looks as outstanding as it plays. So my number 8, Telltale Games, Wolf Among Us, Season 1. Came out on the PlayStation 3 in 2013 and PlayStation 4 in 2014 and was developed by Telltale. This is one of, if not the best ideas I've played in years. All the stories you were read as a child existed in another land where they were chased out from their own land and into ours. You play as Bigby, or the Big Bad Wolf, in this amazing murder mystery with your partner Snow White. With so many beloved characters, Toad from Wind in the Willows, Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk, Georgie Porgy from the Nursery Rhyme and Ichabod Crane from the Headless Horseman. They all have new roles within society. Toad runs an apartment block, Jack is a dodgy character, Georgia runs a lap dancing club called the Pudding and Pie, and Ichabod is the man in charge. The weirder looking fables have to take glamour that disguises them to the outside world. This was amazing as it unfolded the whole story, and I never in a million years saw that ending coming. Please, someone pick up the license. So, number 7, Silent Hill. This came out on the PlayStation 1 in 1999 and the PlayStation 3 in 2009 and was developed by Konami. When this came out, it eclipsed the competition. You found your daughter under a tree when you was out one day. When she grew up a little bit, you were travelling through Silent Hill when your car crashed and she disappeared. You must find your daughter in this horror masterpiece. You meet many characters along the way and find out why the town is haunted. The plot thickens as you go through and you find out more and more information. I really hope one day this gets remade, as Team Silent was made up of employees who didn't conform to Konami's way of working, and this was their first brainchild. My number 6, Bioshock Infinite, came out on the PlayStation 3 in 2013 and PlayStation 4 in 2016 and developed by Irrational Games. Right, I'm not even going to go much beyond what you know at the beginning, because otherwise my brain will just ache all day. You are Booker, who is asked to take a case. You end up going up into the clouds, into a whole different society, would be the best way of putting it. There you meet Elizabeth, who has a huge bird friend called Songbird, who tries to kill you for some reason that becomes apparent later on. With so many twists, turns, different realities and amazing graphics, this is nothing short of astounding. My number 5, A Way Out, on the PlayStation 4 in 2018 and was released by Hazelight Studios. Why EA? You can bring out trash like Star Wars Battlefront 2 and yet publish this gem. You play as one of 2 criminals on this action-packed journey. You escape to exact revenge on an enemy from each of your pasts. It is a cooperative 2-player affair where you must work together to escape from your foes and exact your revenge. The ending is unbelievable. EA, release more stuff like this.
Home and I'm not there. I've got my walkie-talkie.
Number 4, Telltale Walking Dead Season 1 came out on the PlayStation 3 in 2012 and PlayStation 4 in 2014 and was developed by Telltale. So yeah, another Telltale title. I bought this hopeful it was going to be a narrative driven game. It delivers that and then some. You play as Lee Everett, a convicted murderer on his way to prison. The car crashes and he barely escapes. He befriends Clementine after finding her alone. Clem's parents are missing and you embark on a journey to find them. A story with great characters. You are put in many situations where you have to make some tough decisions sometimes. This was just the beginning of Clementine's story, and it's a journey that's well worth the undertaking.
Look for Clementine together.
Hell yeah. What kind of friend would I be if I wasn't there for you now? You're right. I owe some. Burning.
My number 3 goes to Heavy Rain. Came out on the PlayStation 3 in 2010 and PlayStation 4 in 2016 and was developed by Quantic Dream. Okay, so this is one hell of a story. You play as 4 different characters across this story. There is a killer, the Origami Killer, who abducts and kills children. Nathan has blackouts after one of his sons is knocked down and killed. He now only has so long to find and save his son, as the killer has locked him in a storm drain and heavy rain is falling. The tagline was, "What would you do for love?" The story is amazing, twists that you don't see coming. Make this a compelling playthrough no matter how many times you've played it through. So on to my number 2. This was a tough decision between this and number 1. This came second though. And number 2, Final Fantasy VII. Came out on the PlayStation 1 in 1997, PlayStation 3 in 2009 and PlayStation 4 in 2015 and was developed by Square. Arguably one of the best stories game-wise ever. You play as Cloud, an ex-soldier who reluctantly joins the rebels who are fighting Shinra, who are destroying the planet, draining the life stream, using it for electricity and power. Sephiroth is also trying to wipe out mankind for pretty much the same reason. However, he's insane after finding out he was a genetic creation made from alien DNA. As the story developed, you learn backstories on where everyone fits into its universe. I only hope the remake does this amazing story justice. So on to my number 1, Ni no Kuni. Came out on the PlayStation 3 in 2011 and was developed by Level 5. I know what you're looking at is the second one, but it's the first game that takes it. You're a young boy whose mother dies because of your actions. Whilst crying over a felt toy, it comes to life and asks you to accompany it back to its own world to save it. In doing so, there is a version of your mother that lives there, and there may be a chance of your mother coming back. With different parts of the game taking place in both universes, and you having to help people overcome fears and pain, It is an amazing game, one I hope one day will get either a remaster or ported to the PlayStation 4 or even the PlayStation 5. Well, that's about it for today. Enjoy your day. Old School Gamer 1971 signing off.